Hello, comrades. It's Premier Rever back again at Neuve Revergrad. And I was just imagining what it would be like if you could build a giant statue. You know, a statue that looked like me. It would be wonderful. Well, maybe not actually like me, but sort of like a David's Michelangelo, like, and me combined. If they would put David's Michelangelo in here, that would be really cool, wouldn't it? And then we could just call it me. That would be like a close enough resemblance, I'm sure. It's a good thing you guys don't know what I look like in real life, right? Anyway, I decided to make a little bit of an episode. We've done some progress. I'll go over that, but this is going to be kind of a looking for trouble episode, I think. And mostly because trouble has found us. So I decided, well, let's just go around. It's been a while since we looked at the towns and saw what was going on. We've been really focused on construction each episode. And in this episode, I think we're going to mostly, just go see what's going on, besides the fact we no longer have gravel here. But the good news is I think I figured out at least part of the problem that we have up in this area. And that is that we are... When the trains run out of fuel, or at least one of them did, the gravel train ran out of fuel. So I guess he was on his way up here. So he decided to turn around here. So what I've done is release the steel train, and the gravel train should be following them. It wasn't too long ago I did that. Where the heck are they? So here comes the gravel train. Yeah, see, this is our Tuvalu gravel train, and he actually just came back from getting fuel here. So the problem is that I think they want to go to the nearest fuel station. So I don't know, say he ran out of fuel here, right? Or got low enough. So he decided that he wanted to come here. And in doing so, he came all the way up to here to turn around. So what I would like to do is, before they get to this point, I would like to make a little bit of a turnaround for them so that I don't know if they'll do it, but I'm hoping that they'll turn around. So what I'd like to do is maybe come right over to this area, and we'll go to the trains, and let's put our wireframe on for a minute and just sort of level out a big enough area that we think we can do a pretty good loop. I don't want to make this a massive project, but eventually I want to get all these kind of things turned into electrical tracks where this won't be, hopefully it won't be an issue at all. All right, there we go. So all I want to do, let's get rid of these signals for a minute, because we'll put new signals up in this area. And it's, yeah, so all this is going to be is like a loop around. I know I could probably put in a fuel station here, but breaking this track right at this moment will probably be a bit of a thing, right? So let's make it a little bit straight so that it swings out kind of long, right? And then we'll go kind of a little bit long this way, just so that I'm pretty confident in being able to get this to... Well, that was a pretty good... that was a good guess on the size of that flat spot, wasn't it? Here, let's just do like that. Can I... let's look... Okay, there we go. Let's just... You know what? Can we get it to... Yeah, you know what I'd like is I'd like it to... Yeah, no, but I want you to just parallel the track. I don't want you to... Yeah, that's not exactly what I was thinking, but that's kind of what I was thinking. little goofy shaped, but there you go. So now we're not messing up this track too much. We'll just have this little tiny section that if they happen to cross, it'll be its own block, right? So let's commit to that. Now that's going to mess people up immediately. So let's... Yeah. And then this one, oh, what did I do? And then we'll have another one. Now, there we go. And then this will be one way. I can't really see. That way, and this will be one way this way. And then this should probably, I think, these should be chain signals, I think. There, so we'll only be able to get one train in here turning around, but that should be fine. And then what I want to do is, because this is one way this way, we're going to have to come in from this side. So I think I want to, since this one's not moving actively, let me cancel this project and see if we can't simply assign this guy to here. There, good. So he should come up the, oh no, you know what? He's going to need to go back and forth, isn't he? And that's going to mess things up. I mean, we could build like a temporary cross back over, but yeah, you know what? I think we might be better off. Yeah, see, any trains that are coming in and out of here are going to be a problem. Now, I could keep canceling this guy, which is a bit cheaty. Let's turn off our wireframe. Let's just see how this goes. I mean, he will get up there, and then I think I'm just going to have to cancel him because otherwise he's not going to be able to get back, right? But let's just see how it goes. I think the semi taking advantage of game mechanics might be the, I don't know if you want to call that cheaty, but you know, canceling him so he just disappears and then comes back. So anyway, and at some point I would turn these one way, but I kind of want to get, like, we got some gravel in here, but I'd like to get this sort of filled back up. And, you know, we have a couple trains here that need to come back, 3 trains. So it's, you know, so let's just see about that. All right, well, there you go. So we kind of fixed, I don't want to say fixed, but we sort of straightened out one of the problems, right? Let me, hold on one second. Sorry about that. It's about to sneeze. Okay, so anyway, what have we been doing? We have been building over here. And as you can see, we have got a lot of buildings in place. I can, I'm debating, we could actually probably fire these guys up if we want to bring some trucks up here. Because if you look, we would have to haul the components that we need from wherever we wanted to get them. Like we need mechanical components and plastic and chemicals and steel. Not mechanical components here, sorry, that's for the electronics. But then we could get some electrical components being made, and it might be worth it. They are so expensive. And in addition to that, they may, you know, provide us, like now that we will have mechanical or electrical components, if we can then get them distributed out from here, even without the trains, you know, and even just if we did it to certain locations, like in other words, we could get electrical components down to this guy, right? And that would be absolutely wonderful because he would have, you know, the electrical components to then go and build whatever else he needed to go build. Does that make sense? And then we could start electrifying some of these tracks wherever it made sense. But we'll see. That's the part of the other part of the problem here is, you know, I think it's really going to cause problems with our existing tracks if we just try to electrify them. So I'm wondering if we shouldn't have a little bit of a better plan at that point. But, you know, I also really want to make an electronic component at the same time. So let's see if we can't just fire up one of these guys, right? And get a few electronic components sort of on the start. Like I said, there's no reason we couldn't. Now, if we come over here, oh, look at that. We've got exactly what we need. Right? Boy, that's just like Sometimes divine intervention tells you that you are doing the right thing. If you think about it, in order to get plastic, steel, and chemicals, we would need an open haul and 2 covered hauls, and we have 2 of them sitting there in the depot doing nothing. So let's think about, chemicals we would get from down here, and they would have to be a covered haul. So we could take this guy. Oops, did I not click that? I really thought I clicked it. Right, so there we go. So this guy could get chemicals. Let's tell him that. Now, I guess he should probably wait, even though, yeah, the other guy's running back and forth. We just won't have him wait for the moment, but we'll have him wait when we select the other one. And then the other thing we're going to need is plastics, which we should have in here. This is going to be far from efficient, right? Yep, plastics in there. So another covered haul, are going to come down here and get us some plastics. And you know what? You can wait here because nobody else is doing, even though I don't think you'll be waiting much. And then our open haul, well, you know what? I think our open haul could just come to here, right? Like, why drive all the way down there? We have this up here as it is. So, and I don't, even though we're having a few train issues, they're really not catastrophic. And you were going to fill this guy up. As a matter of fact, yeah, it's probably, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's fine that we built this one over here, but quite honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, it's sort of a bit of a waste. It's not like this is attached directly to here. So, I mean, if it was, that would make more sense, but all right, just don't tell anybody I made that mistake, please. All right, so you can get started right away. And yeah, so he's going to get, oh no, wait, yeah, okay. Because what that means now is, if he's going over to here to get his components, bringing them to here, then we would have another truck to bring them to here. But you know what? That does make sense in the long run if we ever, if we fired up 4 of these bad boys, it probably would be better than having 4 trucks running back and forth, that you would have them sitting here, right? But what that does mean, while I'm thinking about it, let's go get another open haul. There is no American one right now. Oops. Come on back up here. All right, so we want another open haul. 16 tons. Yeah, let's get the red one. And then let's open him up and say you are going to come from here. And which one are we going to open? Let's open this one because it's a little bit closer to people maybe. And then you're going to come to here with steel. Now let's make sure. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to have you wait in both places for now. Unload your steel. Very good. And you can start. All right, so now this guy is going from oil chaw. Yeah, see, do we want to... Yeah, you know what? I guess we need to get these guys. So this is... Sorry, I did set these. So this is plastics guy. Good. So you're going to go from oil chaw to here. And you're going to wait. And you're going to unload some plastics. So this means we didn't have enough vehicles. Oh, wait, that's chemicals. There we go. Yep, wait. Yeah, you're waiting in both places. And then this is that, and then this is the chemicals up here. So we'll set this guy to running some chemicals back and forth. Oh. All right, and I did set that other guy. So what we need now, yeah, I guess part of the question with these, we have so much money. I don't see it as being a big problem. What I'm questioning is, do we want smaller ones to run over to here, but you know, less trips with a bigger one, or maybe we wouldn't even buy more than we would just have them like do a loop, right? And just keep constantly running, and then that way they're not clogging up a parking space anywhere, like rather than having 4 of them, and you know. So let's get the bigger ones is what I guess I'm getting at. And construction office won't do me much good. Now what is this guy doing? Yeah, I didn't start him. All right, good. Okay, it looks like we have some extra rollers, huh? All right, so now let's purchase 2 more of the big covered halls. Let's see, this one does 4 plastics and 4.8 chemicals. Yeah, this is... So let's get these guys open. And then so, what are we doing? This is our plastics. So we're going to say... And I think I'm going to hold off on actually. So from plastics, you're going to go from here to here for now. You're going to load up plastics. And then when you get here, you'll wait. Right? But I don't want to start him until we actually have some plastics enough that he can fill this guy up. And then that way they're not... Otherwise, it'll just jam things up, I think. Well, we do have 2 parking spaces here, don't we? Or no, we only have... See, that's it. We only have 1 parking space here. Because I'm really planning on the trains bringing the stuff in. So eventually, if we have 1 parked here waiting, or even one, you know, 1 in the wings, it's not going to be a big deal. But without the train supplying this, it's kind of a problem. Okay, so you're going to sit there and wait, and we're going to try to remember to start you back up. And wait. Yeah, but for now that's fine. So let's close this guy. And then you are going to need to get chemicals from here and bring it to here. And eventually you will wait to drop off your chemicals. And I unclicked chemicals. Good, but same deal. Let's just, there's no point in them running back and forth because, yeah, there's just no point. This guy, what's he doing? Oh, you know what? That is a problem. Why are you... Oh, look. These things are so hard to see with the electrical stuff. Okay, well, now we have an ASAP project. What are you guys working on anyway? Electronic Assembly Hall. That's wonderful, but get to working on this while you're at it. Okay, well, that's why you start things up slow but sure, right? All right, so once this switch is in, then we'll get this guy fired up. And... Oh, yeah, it's connected with the road, or else it would have given me a I don't like you. That's fine. That gives our guys, the trucks driving back and forth, a little time. I do not expect this to be fully maximized in any way by the end of this episode, but at least we'll have, you know, a shot at making an electronic component, I think. So let's go take a look at what else has been going on. We have made some progress with the railroads over to here. And let's see. It doesn't seem like we're working on anything, are we? Yeah. Okay, you are... Why are you... Are you feeding back red on yourself? Let's do... Oh, look, and where's this guy going now? Okay. Maybe they consider... Let's just get rid of this signal. I don't think that'll hurt. You know what? These need to be 2-way, don't they? No. No, they don't need to be two-way because they are working over here. They can switch directions over here, so... Okay, well, now we got this guy going the wrong way. I see, okay, yeah, this is what I was afraid of. So, should have been paying a little more attention. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll... Yeah, E62. There we go. And then we still have that open, so that should have made this guy disappear. Yep. And then we will come in. You notice how I paused, like with the game save pause? Alright, so now... Okay, so this... Ah, I see. Because this is connected, and this is a chain signal, I think it was giving me red because this was red. See how there's a... It's doing some kind of a feedback with that chain signal, isn't it? Look at that. That shouldn't... Well, that should be red. So it's only... I mean, that's... You would think that the chain signal would read just this, right? But instead it's some... Yeah, well, it is just reading that, but what is... This isn't a chain signal, is it? No, see, that's a regular signal. Oh, but you know what? That regular signal ahead is red, so the chain... No, that's right. What we kind of need... Let's just make that a little bit better. Let's go at least like a train length. There we go. Right? So that way they don't have to wait quite as long before they hit the next signal. Yeah, so this chain signal being red is really reading that this is red, huh? Okay, well, whatever. Not going to give it too much thought. As long as our railroad guy is back on his way, wonderful. And again, I think I'll just keep canceling that until, well, once he's done, then he should be able to free himself and go. So it looks like he'll get about around to here. Then we'll have the same problem. So we need to remember to come back. Good. So now we have trains all sitting up in here. How is our gravel supply doing? It's doing okay. Let's make sure that's still flowing. Well, that's sort of what we freed up. Now this guy, he's going to probably go someplace far away and turn around, but not much I'm going to do about that. Do we have any other train issues? I don't see anything in our popular places to have train issues. All right, so let's start taking a look at, let's make sure this guy is assigned and happy, and he's assigned. Are you still working on our tunnel? Yep, they're diligently plowing away. And then the other thing that has been getting done that I don't think I've shown you yet is we are working on some buildings over here. So we're working on this, and then if we go far over here, oops, too far. You know, we are working on getting our little construction thing going over here as well. So let's make sure that's a true statement and that we don't just have issues. We need to get power over there too, but that was this guy was working on that, and nope, we are not assigned to do anything. All right, so what do I want you to work on? I kind of like to get multiple things done, but so let's get you working on some roads, just so that you're, you know, stay busy for a while, plus, you know, get a building done, and then we can't work on these other buildings until the roads are done, so there we go. So that'll keep you busy for a moment and out of my hair. And let's just go down through our cities and towns now while we, you know, wait to keep an eye on that train over there and just see how are we doing with teachers. 39. This is not a very big town at all. Yeah, so we're doing fine. I don't think I'll mess with the teachers there. Is there any other issues up here? How was our lumber train? Our lumber are waiting, and it'd really be nice to build a, you know, we've kind of stopped production while that lumber train is off. Let's see, where is the lumber? That's an open haul, open haul. Which one are you? You're taking wood down to Chemsaw, so you're fine. And you are taking lumber. Okay, so that's, yeah, without any storage and only one train taking lumber, right? So what we'd want to do, the problem is we don't use that much lumber, but you would really want to improve this, you know, get another lumber train that's taking it to some other central storage. Like, in other words, we're using the lumber out of here, but we're not replenishing it because we don't have another train. So, you know, as long as I just have this train coming up to here. Now, one thing I could do with this train is, you know, we could put him on a loop. Right, so when he leaves Lumbriska, yeah, he should be able to at least come into here, right? Drop off stuff, and then, well, here, let's do that. So when you leave Lumbriska, I want you to come in and drop whatever you have off here. And then this way we'll get them to do, like, we're not going to use as much in these other areas, but at least, yeah, we can't get the train here, and we can't get to this one. But we could, yeah, we could have them come down to this one. Oh, no. Yeah, we could have them come down to this one, and I just put that in the wrong order, didn't I? No, Importska, yeah, project Importska. No, so it did go in the right. And then you'll still, do we want them to wait? Yeah, we want them to wait here, and we want them to wait here. No, you know what? We don't want them to wait here. Let's just see how well he does doing a loop, right? And he'll wait when he gets back here after he's filled everybody up. And then eventually what will happen is he'll probably just start looping around, and then he'll annoy me, and then I'll end up stopping him here. Yeah, let's leave him on wait here. Oh no, you know what? Let him do some loops. Oh no. Oh, talk about wishy-washy. Good Lord. We put him on wait. I want him off of wait. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, stay off of wait. Okay, good. Until you annoy me. Very good. So now, what else can we work on? That was Lumbriska. Yeah, and as far as pulling boards out of there, the wood out of there, that's just not going to be a big thing. So it's fine to have the one train. But good, we made a little bit more efficiency, right? And we're good on corn. You know, if we don't, these trains don't move a whole lot while we just have this one chemical plant. But hey, we're about to start yanking some chemicals out of here again, right? So that's, and eventually we'll yank them out by train, and that'll be even better. We really probably want to consider another railroad track going this way, though. Huh? Come out here and go up there somehow. Yeah, probably don't even want to go across there. Yeah, we'll think about that at some near point in the near future. So yeah, while we're making a few chemicals, we've got oil train waiting there. Nothing too dramatic happening. We have 5 teachers in the classroom. We got 34, and this is an awful small town. So I think we put this on 25% a while ago. Let's switch how many people from this building are going there. Because the other thing I think is that you're dealing with, like, I'm used to a number of 34 with a smaller building. So yeah, this building holds 180 people. So good. Well, let's just see how that goes. And that does bring up a subject of, you probably want a building that you want to maintain a certain ratio, right? But look at that. Just that quick, we bumped the number of teachers up. And we're not using people out of here like we were for a while. So it's probably fine to do that. Like, in other words, for a while, we were using people out of Chemsaw pretty heavily to do this construction up here. So good. So that Chemsaw seems to be okay, which is not very dramatic. And the one thing that's getting a little low over here, we seem to now have a train that's going to fill that back up. And we have plenty of gravel. gravel. I'm assuming there's nothing wrong with our asphalt. I haven't noticed any problems. How was our school doing? 9 teachers in a town this small seems, that's not the right one, but seems like we're going to be in good shape. 28. It's getting a little low. But again, it's such a small town that I'm not too worried. But I'll keep that in the back of my mind just in case. I don't want to go too long without doing anything. Oh, uh-oh. There we go. Now we have a problem. Let's pause it. Which means maybe we'll even take care of farming ski while we're here. So let's come here. Yep, down to 14 people teaching. Thank you, GameSafe, for messing me up. There we go. Our food looks like it's doing okay. But let's come down to good old Revergrad. And there was a comment at one point about busing people to these things. And busing them is definitely a problem. And it was more about take them from Chemsol. And they use so few people. Like this, I actually built these 2 houses, if you guys watch the early episodes, just to keep people in here, without all the issues that trying to bus them over there was causing. But these have also turned into quite excellent, because they're only providing a couple people here for the most part. They're really not. There's some really good houses to yank people out of. See, look, there's these 2. So we can get 90 educated. And they're close to the university, so they tend to fill up with university people. And I like to spread out the destruction in the sense of well, let's take people out of here too, but you don't get quite as many educated here. So this should be, 3 of these should be a pretty good number of educated. So now we need to get rid of some people from here, don't we? Now, I think we have room, or we had room up here. Yeah, a little bit. We're paused, so let's take... Yeah, then this is a bit annoying, but let's go back to here. I'm disoriented. Yeah, this one. And let's take the educated back out of here and put them back into here. Yeah, we only have room for 20 more, so I want to get rid of some more. So let's go bounce back up to here, and that one's almost full enough. This one has some more room, so then we'll rather than just sending them to the gulag, right? Okay, so that's all the non-educated people. So now we can come back down to here, and I'm not, well, you know what, yeah, we'll take the 3 educated back out. Why not? All right, so we'll close that guy, and we'll take all the educated people from there. And then we'll take all the educated people from here. Good enough. Yep, leave that open. Close that. And where was it? Farming ski. That was the other one we wanted to. Oh, keep an eye on, but bump up. Maybe we will send the farming ski people to the gulag. I think it's this building. Yeah, because we got, well, let's see, how many people do we have? 550 plus 21. So yeah, we're definitely not hurting for plus 21. So we're going to send, let's open the gulag so we can get the educated ones back out right away. So relocate everybody to the gulag. And come back down here and take the educated back out of the gulag. And then we can close the gulag. And then we can take more of the educated out of here. Good. All right, so that should give them plenty of educated for quite a while. And did we take a look at this one? I think we did. Oh, yeah, this is the one we just did. So now we should have plenty of teachers. Yep, 72 is more than enough for there. And then we did do ChemSol, right? Yeah. I remember seeing that many. All right, and then we have 2 setups over here. So I think it was this one. Yeah, this is getting a little bit low too, isn't it? And this one. Yeah, so these are a little bit on the low side. Since we're in the mode, since we're right here, let's just make sure. You know what? That's not that many open slots. Yeah, you know what? I think we're not full on people here, but we're full enough that I'm just going to send some people to the gulag. Where is the gulag? Okay, it's over here. Probably should have left the gulag open, I guess. Huh? All right, so let's take. Yeah, now the problem is zoom to this one. There's that one. Yeah, it'd be nice if you could just click on these, right? Now we need to come back up to the gulag. You know what? That's fine for this one. We can actually start. Let's take. Yeah. So this one's empty of educated. But what a pain. It would be nice if you could give commands for that, huh? Okay, so that guy's full and he's got 71, so we're happy with that, I think. Yeah, this guy's got a little more room to shuffle some people, so let's go back up here. Fill that guy back up. Come back down here, take the educated back out. How are we doing? And it's still 42 uneducated, so we'll head back up to here. Back down to here. The gulag's kind of too full, isn't it? Oh, we're already looking at the gulag. Yes, how much for all that shuffling? We only got 10 people out of there, you know. So let's do. You know, it's going to be good enough if we add. Why can't I? Oh, there are no educated in there. So we've used up all our educated, huh? All right, let's go back to Revergrad and get a few more since we went through all of that. Yep, 44 in there. So come back over to here. There we go. So we got 47. So we've taken care of that issue. All right, and we got rid of some people that are just empty mouths to feed anyway. So, all right, let's go back to looking at what we were doing. Oh, another thing that I did in between the episodes was try to ramp this up a little bit. Because even before I had started having the train issue, we were barely keeping up with the gravel. So what I did was I bought 2 bigger excavators and then I added a 3rd truck to this one. So we now have 3 trucks coming from each one, which gives us a little bit, between these guys being, you know, better excavators than the old ones, you know, we're getting a little bit steadier supply here. So we'll see if it's enough, but I can definitely anticipate that we might revisit this and just, you know, build the other quarry and maybe even put a 4th truck on each one. And I think we'll be ahead. But as you can see, we're doing a pretty good job of keeping trucks down here right now. And every time I looked, because I was keeping an eye on it, we're pretty full of workers too. So it's definitely not a worker issue. You know, and it could have been the running low could have been because we were taking more of the prefab panels and the gravel. I mean, we're doing quite a bit of construction up in this area. And there goes that guy with the question mark again. So let's come here. And it's this one. Cancel. Yep, he didn't get as far as I had hoped, but that's okay. At least he's making progress, as annoying as that little process is. Now, what are you guys working on? You were working on nothing. And you... Oh, no. You I had doing... I think I have you doing little roads in here, right? So that's good. That means you're done. Yeah, you know what? There's a little road right there you can work on, I think. Or no. Yeah. All right, so there's a little road. Yeah, let's do... Yeah, I don't want you working on this. And I don't need you working on that. Oh, I did level out some of this right around here. In case we wanted to build the road around there. Maybe we should do that. Like, in other words, I have all this fancy overpasses, and I thought, boy, it might be nice just to get a road around here. Now, the question is, would we ever put... I don't see us ever doing more than 2 electronics factories. So, yeah, before this guy is too busy, let's... Now, you know what? I'm going to delete this. This way, it's as few projects as possible to have to assign. I kind of want my wireframe one. Did I level enough? Maybe. Yeah, we just go to like there. That looks pretty straight, right? It doesn't have to be that straight, but... Oh, you're red. Why were you red? There. We'll cancel this. Do that. And then that way, even if these bridges don't get done, it's never bad to have a couple spare routes in life. All right, so we want to go back to this one and say, why don't you work on this road as well? That'll get them around to here because we need to get this done before we can do the electronics. All right, now how are we doing on getting stuff up here? Oh, look, we have a little plastic. Is that it? Did we ever... Well, we don't need mechanical components right now. How about chemicals? Oh, look, yeah, we got a little bit of chemicals. How do we get them in there without power supply? And what's taking you so long? You just need to get some people up there. Why is that the issue? Are they all getting sucked up by this job, I guess? That's all right. Sort of. Yeah, you know what? It's okay because in very little bit, they're not going to need any more workers here. Now it'll send workers over to the other job. Good. See what I mean? Like now they're waiting for some steel to come in, so that'll free up the mind of the construction office to go start working a little bit more on this. Good. We need to get this bus stop done. Now, can we get, you know what we probably need here is a few footpaths. It's going to be a really hodgepodge episode, but like I said, looking for trouble, right? Yeah, see, I'm thinking, let's turn that guy, yeah, pretty close. All right, not that I want him coming from the bus stop, but as a matter of fact, can we... I don't know if that actually helped, but... Well, these are the roads with... Well, this isn't. But anyway, that can't hurt. So we'll get somebody working on that. This guy has been the paving, and they seem to be sitting around. Yeah, you're doing nothing. Get to work. And I should be able to... Yeah, good. We can assign all of them. Wonderful. Now, what are you doing? Boy, we're really falling behind on our electrical, which is good. It means they're getting it done. The bridges is another one of those. I really wish they would just keep working on the bridges. There we go. And one little minor thing I did is, you know, if you're going to do concrete bridges, I'd almost recommend you stick with them if you're going to have a construction crew, because it's fine, but you put all your concrete trucks in here and then you go to build a prefab bridge, and next thing you know, you don't have any enough open hauls. So I don't know. I wanted to build different ones to sort of see what they look like, but I hope that makes sense. And I'm going to hold off on building this one. I'd rather get this done because it's kind of more in the middle of. I already have a road in and out of there that's working fine. I don't really need this one. It's sort of a secondary where, you know, I'd like to get all this fired up in a sense. So, good. Okay, so that's that, and that. Now, what are you? Okay, that's right. See what I mean? Now they're doing the medium voltage switch because they got. This was just sucking down all their manpower, so we should have power here in a moment. Yep. Once they get workers in, certain things go lightning fast. See, I don't even know that these depots need power. There you go. Good. But I know this one would have needed power. No workers, resources. Yeah, we'll get them. Okay, so look, this guy's getting steel brought over to here. Yeah, good. He's full of steel. So now it's just a matter of the plastics guy, but that's the reason we would bring it up with a train, I guess, right? Now they could. Which way are they going? Are they actually using our road over to here? Let's turn off this wireframe. Oh, and then these guys. Ah, good. Let's go get them assigned to something. Yeah, we really fell behind when we're looking for trouble, didn't we? All right, where are we? Where are we at? Yeah, look, we're not building. Keep building, boys. Yeah, let's do this road. Why don't we give you 3 roads to do? Yeah, we're going to have to give you 4 road-like things to do. But then once we do that, they'll be able to get buildings assigned to them. And then we don't want to forget doing our electrical. We didn't get electrical everywhere. And we probably want to get our gas station done too. We could work on that. All right, so let's go look for some more problems. How are we doing? Are we actually still producing? Yeah, we just really need, really and truly need more trucks probably, which I'm hesitant to buy 30 trucks to get enough plastics in and out of here, but it is an awful long drive, isn't it? We'll see. Maybe if we make one component, right? Yeah, and I can't put these guys on weight here, so what I'm thinking of is, yeah, you know what, let's just make one component, and then I'll probably take these guys back off of, and then I can call it an end of the episode where we've actually made an electronic component, which is pretty advanced for us. Now, another thing, just while we wait for those guys to go do their thing real quick, is I turn these guys off so they wouldn't suck up any people. So let's see if people won't just go there. Yeah, good. Look, we already got done our paths here. So we should, well, let's see. Well, this guy's set to go to the bus platform. And this guy's, oh, that's kind of a problem, isn't it? Oh, wait, no, look, there goes a couple folks. Very good, people, very good. Yep, we got a worker. Most wonderful. And then we got our 2 trucks coming. All right, come on, guys. We got lots of workers. Yeah, as soon as these guys make one delivery, I think I'm going to send them back to the depot. So let's keep them open over here. Because otherwise, they're just going to drive back and forth and cause problems. And yeah, there's our chemical guy going up there to grab some chemicals. Yeah, so I think what'll happen is this for those of you who are watching this as, you know, in a timely manner, let's say, I think this will be Monday's video. I am actually probably on a fishing boat potentially right this minute if you're watching it on the same day. So I'm quite a few episodes ahead. This is actually Friday, where this will go up on Monday. So I'm going to make one more video after this one tomorrow morning, Saturday for Tuesdays. And then, you know, we'll really be in... so in other words, I'm way ahead of the comments. So I'm sorry if I didn't answer your comments from Sunday. And I'm going to probably not answer them today. But otherwise, if you're watching this weeks from the release date, don't worry about all that. So after this, we'll do, you know, we'll see what we're going to get into tomorrow, I guess is what I was thinking. And I think kind of more of the same, because the reason I mention that is I'm not getting the comments, and I really do want your comments. And even I'm considering the live stream that would have happened a few days ago might have been about the design of this. So I don't want to get into that at all at this moment in real life until we've had a chance to maybe talk about it and get some more comments. All right, what are we doing? We don't have chemicals. Where did our chemicals guy go? Did he need fuel or something? I started talking and, oh yeah, look, what's that? All right, now you have dropped off your load, so let's, you know what, go back to the depot. And you managed to run out of fuel before you dropped your load off. So no, you decide just to, which one are you? No, you're just a different, well, you know, you're a mixer. Yeah, now where are you going? I told you to go back to the, oh, you had to go down there and turn around. Okay, fair enough. Guess it is hard to turn around a tractor trailer in the middle of the road, isn't it? If not impossible. Good, guys. We're about to make an electrical component. And I think... here's my thoughts about the electrical component and the fact that we just made one. I think we could make some in spurts, but probably nowhere near enough to actually maintain any kind of production. And I'm not going to buy 16 trucks to get enough of this stuff up here, but I will leave. Maybe what we should do is, like, I'll go put this guy back in the depot, right? Maybe what we could do, and I would, you know what, let's cancel this guy. And then let's reassign it. Look, we might, I don't think we're going to get done, but we'll be awful close. Have to do that one more time. Oops. So now what I want to do is track down the truck that is, oh geez. This guy's going to oil chaw, Chemsaw. Oops, what happened there? Electronville, yeah. All right, so let's take another one of these. All right, this. In other words, we're gonna just have him go up to that warehouse up there. So we'll take 2 trucks, and then once that warehouse gets full, then we can talk about. I don't think they'll stay ahead, but then we'll run both back and forth, right? So what I'll do is, let me come to this guy. And actually, you know what? It would be easier to find the plastics guy through this one, wouldn't it? Well, plastics guy's not so hard anyhow. But there we go. So you, since rather than just sit there, why don't you go get chemicals as well? Or I mean plastics as well. And then steel is not really an issue. But why are we not building up steel here? Well, we are. It's just, trucks just do not, what do we got going on here now? Now, how did you end up with wood? Or wood, oh, no, you're just emptying out. I thought that looked like a truckload of wood. All right, it's definitely time to end the episode on that note. And how is our lumber train doing? Did he... Let's see. It would be this one, I think. Yeah, no, he's driving around. He's only got 24 boards on him, and he's good. So he stocked people up, and now he's heading back up to here. So that's, well, he's heading to there, and then so he did drop off some wood, and you know, the problem is now that our stop that's using the most is the last one, but I imagine it's fine. He's being productive before he wasn't. He will eventually get back to here and let these guys get back to work. Good. So I think I wouldn't call this the world's most exciting episode in some ways, but I know some of you like to see it's not just always about construction, right? There are, and a lot of times that's the kind of stuff I'm doing, as I've said before, when I'm, quote, doing the construction off camera. I just, once everybody's busy, and, this guy doesn't look very busy. No, see, I got an eagle eye for who's busy. All right, now what are you? You are road paving, and you are done this road. Most wonderful. Good, because after that one's done, we can start getting this constructed. And just so you know, one way or the other, I want to have this done in real life before tomorrow morning, which is Saturday for me, a couple days ago for you. But then that way we can decide if those that joined me for the live stream or joined me for the live stream, we'll have a construction office here. Cool. All right, guys. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it. It's getting close to an hour, and that is definitely kind of the cutoff. So, for those of you who like planning episodes, sorry. For those of you who like straighten out messes, we'll get our loop-de-loo going, and, I think we've got some more people in the schools, and I think we checked all the schools. Yeah, no, we got everybody in the schools. That's usually the biggest problem. If you don't see a traffic jam, go check your schools. And then check your supply yards. But at a pretty quick glance, once you know what to look for, come over here. Yep, look, all the supply yards are pretty good. And, even here, sometimes you got to click on some of the supply. And then look for train backups, because guys do some crazy stuff once in a while. Cool. All right, well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day, and take care of yourselves. All right.